How you doing,
good.
Tim?
Hey, how are you, Jim?
I'm doing all right. Everybody, Tim Extruth right here on Warrior Wednesday 7 live fighter interviews. Tim, glad to have you back. It's been a while since we've had you inside the WXC Steel.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Last November, I think.
I think so, yes, if
Yeah.
memory serves me correctly. Now, since that time, let's see, that was, if I do my math correctly, WXC 74.
Correct.
Since then, you got to go all the way to Japan to do a
Yes.
fight with Risen. I know that fight didn't go your way, but that had to be a pretty cool experience just overall going to Japan, right?
Oh yeah, very cool. I mean, it was nothing I've ever experienced. When you fight in front of like a couple thousand, that's one thing. But then when you fight in front of 80,000, that's a totally different thing. So that's a totally different venue. So
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. And like I said, the fight didn't go very, but what were you able to take away, from that experience, from that fight, and you were able to bring it into a fight really just less than a month ago. So what were you able to take away from that fight?
Just calming down a little bit easier, like not getting too excited. Cause like for that fight, it was like crazy. Cause like all of a sudden you're like, holy cow, there's a lot of people here.
Right.
So, and just not taking anybody like lightly. Obviously I've never really have, but to a degree. But just training harder, getting ready for everything. That's the best I can really say that I took it out of there. And I can always go back. So I just got to train harder.
Absolutely. Now, of course, mainly during your career, you've been fighting in a cage, and I know in Risen it was the ring. Did that have any difference for you, or was it just?
It was very different. The rules are different over there. Like they allow certain like head kicks when you're on the ground. You can do more. Shots were kind of different because you can't really use the cage.
Right.
Because it's the ropes are different. Like I was always freaking out about doing a shot because I was worried I'd somehow slip and fall out the ropes.
Right.
And break something that way.
Right.
Yeah, it's very different. The texture of the mat, even like for your grips for your feet and stuff, was way different. It's just a totally different feeling. So
For sure. So you'll probably feel right at home coming back to
yes,
WXC here for this
yes,
one.
yes. The cage is much more welcoming. So.
Now, of course, coincidentally, the last time you were with WXC, you were taking on Mario Aguilar, who you'll now be taking on once again. That's the only fight so far of your victories that you have not been able to get a finish. So I gotta believe, Tim, that's the goal this time around, right?
Yes, that's the plan. Obviously Mario, he's tough. He last time we fought, I didn't take him as serious as I should have. He's really hard to put away, and when I'm rewatching all of those the last time we fought, I went for subs and went for stuff that I shouldn't have. Tried the razzle dazzle moves, and that was stupid of me. And with him, you can't do that with Mario. Mario's too tough to be doing stupid stuff like I did last time, so I won't be making those same mistakes. That was like when I fought Eric Ramirez just a couple weeks ago. 10th Planet Brown Belt. I'm gotta take the same kind of approach. Take my time, be smart, and not do anything stupid.
Right,
So
absolutely. Now, of course, I believe you had one of your teammates in Adam King recently fought Mario Aguilar. Were you able to kind of take some, insights and stuff from what he was able to do against him?
Yeah, I mean, I train with Adam all the time. So, and Adam and I are really, with our jiu-jitsu, are pretty level, about the same when it comes to jiu-jitsu. So, yeah.
All right, so for this time around, like I said, actually, I want to talk about you spoke of the Eric Ramirez fight. You just had that less than a month ago. You were able to get the victory, but I guess what was the motivation for kind of hopping right back, into the fire? Because I know a lot of people would say, yeah, that was a good win, a first round finish over a tough guy, and a lot of people would kind of sit back and relax a while. And you, on the other hand, was like, hey, I want to get right back in there.
Well, I didn't take any damage that fight. And then Mario's been begging for a rematch, and I kind of got sick of it. He's been begging for it ever since, and it's been nonstop. Anytime WXC's got fights, like, Tim, I want to fight you. Tim, I want to fight you. And it's like, no. And then finally I'm just like, you know what? All right, let's do this. You want to do it? All right. woken up the monster. You got the monster's attention. So, you know.
Right, absolutely. And, like I said, obviously, you said earlier that the finish was on your mind. You absolutely don't have to tell me your game plan. That wouldn't be smart. But I mean, as far as
Yeah.
are there some things that, like you said, there are some things you took away from the first fight. But what are some? Do you feel like there's a lot of things that you have gotten better at since the first time you fought?
Since first time we fought, I've been working on all aspects. This has been a better camp than anything that I've been in like a fight camp for like 3 months now.
Right.
So, I've been working on all aspects. Like my striking has gotten way better. I've been busting butt on that, making sure that my cardio is on top, my jiu-jitsu is on, top game. Just working on making sure, doing what I need to do to win the fight. Nothing flashy, nothing. To try to woo and wow the crowd. Just winning the fight. That's all that matters.
Absolutely. Now, of course, the last time we were at WXC, we were on tape delay UFC Fight Pass. Now it'll be live for everyone to watch, across the world. So that's got to be pretty exciting this time around, right?
That is very exciting. I love that. That's bringing that to the plate is always awesome because now it's like everybody. It's more exposure for me, and you never know who might be watching, and who knows, maybe Dana might be like, "Hey, that Tim Eschtruth guy is pretty cool. Let's bring him on." So
Exactly.
who knows?
Exactly. You never know. Now, of course, is there anything that you would like to say to Mario before you step inside the WXC steel against him?
Let's have some fun like we did last time. Let's wow the crowd. So I got nothing bad to say. I'm not a trash talker. I got to work on it. So maybe if I was a better trash talker.
Right.
So, but I got nothing bad to say against him. So he's a cool guy. So.
Absolutely. Now, of course, you spoke of Jiu-Jitsu earlier. I know you are ranked in Jiu-Jitsu pretty highly. I know you like to do a lot of competitions. Have you done any competitions lately? And is there any plan to do any sort of competitions for this year?
Plans are going to Worlds this December.
Okay.
So as a brown belt, we're winning Worlds as a brown belt in the no-gi. So that's the big plans. What I've been focusing on this year is training for that. So I haven't really competed a whole lot in Jiu-Jitsu this year because I've been fighting more than anything. So, but yeah, that's the plans. Worlds in December.
Now, would that be IBJJF or PAM?
Yes,
or?
IBJF.
Okay. All right. And that'd be the Masters, correct?
Correct. Way to make me sound old.
No, I'm in the Masters too now. It's weird.
Yeah.
I just turned 30, and someone's like, "Yeah, you can compete in the World Masters now." I was like, "Oh, really?" I was like,
"Yeah." It's like I don't feel that old. Yeah.
It's so weird in Jiu-Jitsu. It's like you're 30. It's like, yeah, you're a master now. It's so weird how they do that terminology.
Yeah, it sounds cool when you tell somebody who they don't know what that means. Oh, you're fighting the Masters. That means like the best of the best. Yeah,
like,
sure.
You're also you're older, but yeah, so
yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
No, but that's awesome. That's definitely a great goal to compete in a tournament like that. And obviously, there's a bunch of different people from all over competing. And is that something like, no matter where your fight career goes, is that something you always see yourself doing?
That's what I'm going to do afterwards. After I hang it up, I plan on just focusing on my jiu-jitsu and going to bigger tournaments and stuff like that and competing in that. Obviously, teaching still, because I'm teaching Midland and Flint and Bridgeport. Not Bridgeport. I teach in Brighton from time to time at SFS. So that's really what I just want to do afterwards. Share my knowledge.
Absolutely. All right, we got a question from Mr. Mike here. He wants to know, what is your secret to getting fight of the night almost every time you step in the WXC cage?
I don't want fight of the night. That's the crazy thing. Like, I tell everybody, I'm like, everybody's like, well, don't you want fight of the night? I'm like, you know what? No. I don't like the damage. I don't like the headache afterwards. I like it when I win and it's done and over with in the first minute. I'm sorry it's not that exciting, but I don't want to be sore. Like when fighting Justin Streets and we got Fight of the Year. That's cool to brag about. Yeah, I got Fight of the Year, but my face hurt after that, for like a month.
Right.
You know, my whole left side of the streets really jacked that up. You know, I wasn't appreciative of that. You know, but you know, it's just they're exciting fights. So you know, yeah, I know with me, Mike, we get that happens a lot, but I don't always want it. You
Right.
know, like with the fight with Ramirez, I like that. That was
Right.
nice. That
Right.
was the way most of my amateur fights were. I went on a what was it 14 win streak where I won in the first minute in the first round.
Right.
I like that.
Right.
You
Absolutely.
know,
Get in, get out, get your money, right?
yeah, exactly. Go have a couple beers or whatever. Go hang out with the girlfriend.
Right.
You know?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I remember not too long ago. I remember you had that knee injury. How do you
Yes.
feel now that you've had a couple of fights? Does everything feel back to 100% with that? Do you feel any different
Oh,
than you were
it's
before it?
been at 100%. Yeah, I when I had the ACL and my meniscus in 15, had the surgery, did the rehab the correct way, saw the right people to work on it to get it fixed up, and then when I broke my leg, what was it 2017? Just did what I was supposed to do. Got it fixed. Let it heal the way it properly, and rehabbed it the way I was supposed to. Yeah, it's at 100%. It's not even a thing. So, I'm throwing kicks, throwing knees off it. I can do all crazy crap off it. So, yeah, it's not an issue.
Good to hear. Good to hear.
Yeah.
I know. I remember one time. I think I had interviewed you either right before or right after that. And it was just
Yeah.
in my head. I knew it was obviously you had been fighting. So obviously if it wasn't, you wouldn't have been fighting. But
Yeah.
just for my own edification.
It was very devastating when I broke my leg. That sucks. I was getting ready to fight Eric Ramirez the first time.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And, when you get a break, you're always worried, like, is my career done? What's going to happen to me now? Because you never know with what the doctors might say, depending on the break, or like, you're done.
Right.
That scares me, I don't want to, nobody wants to hear that, so.
No, I totally
Yeah.
understand. I also just want to say, obviously, is there any sponsors, any thank yous, shout outs, anything you'd like to pass along here, Tim?
The Edge Martial Arts, the Scorpion Fight System, the Max Level Kickboxing, the Chalback Boxing, the Bodyworks by Celine, Breakpoint, and Contract Killers. Thank you guys for everything you guys do for me.
All right, and of course, where can people follow you on social media?
You guys can follow me on my Instagram under the Eschtruth. And then you have my Facebook account with the Timothy Eschtruth MMA.
All right. Well, he is Tim Eschtruth. And Tim, thanks for coming on the broadcast. I really
thank
appreciate
you.
it. I look forward to seeing you fight Mario again. I think it's going to be a great fight and just 1 week away.
All right. See you then.
All right. We'll see you, Tim.
All right. See you.
All right, everybody. Once again, that was Tim Eschtruth right here on Warrior Wednesday 7 live fighter interviews right here on the WXC Facebook page.